Hello, I'm Stephen Franchuk, the General Manager at Home Instead Senior Care. This video here is to show you how to do electronic charting and documentation. We are in the process of replacing each one of the client journals and binders in our clients' homes. Our goal for switching from the paper copies of our documentation to electronic charting and documentation is to have an increased level of transparency and clarity for each one of our families and the clients which we serve. When you are doing your charting and documentation, it is so important to remember to keep that charting and documentation factual, professional, clear, and also concise. This is your opportunity to show the wonderful work which you are providing to the clients which we serve on a daily basis. We are using the Clear Care CAREGiver app. You can find this app in your app store on any smartphone. This is extremely important for us to be able to do because we're going to be showing each one of our families the benefit which we are providing to our clients on a daily basis. Your charting and documentation will be pushed through to what we call the Family Room Portal. The Family Room Portal is it's a website where the families can log in to see what you've done on each and every shift with the client. This will give them real-time access to be able to access time-sensitive information for the work which you're doing with their loved ones. In order for you to be successful with this, we'll teach you how to do electronic charting and documentation, but you need to practice and really get comfortable with using the Clear Care Go app. We're going to show you how to use the app, but as always, if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to come into the office and one of the staff will help you with the app. Here's how you use the electronic charting and documentation. From your home screen, you're going to click on the Clear Care Go app. Enter the password which the office has given you in order to access this app. Once you're in the app, for the purpose of this video, you'll have already been clocked into your shift. Click on your shift. On this page, you can see that you have a task in order to complete throughout the shift. It says, please leave a note at the end of the shift detailing the activities of the shift. You must mark this complete or not complete before clocking out. Once you've marked this complete, please click Add a Comment. When adding a comment, ensure that your comment pertains to that shift with the client. Imagine that the family will be reading this at dinner with their loved ones, talking about how their loved one's shift went today. Include things such as where you went, how the client was feeling today, and other things that directly pertain to the client and during their shift. It is important to remember that you must leave out your personal opinion from these comments. For today's shift, we have typed in an example of what you might be typing on your shift. Today's shift says, today was a really good shift. I cleaned the kitchen, bathroom, and did 2 loads of laundry. We went to the grocery store and went for a cup of coffee. Once we got him home, we made lunch and I prepped dinner. Looking forward to next week's shift. This is a good example of a comment because it gives the family a good understanding of what happened during today's shift. Back on the main page, you can now click Add Mileage. Remember that the mileage is actually in kilometers, so you can enter 10 kilometers if that's how many you drove, and type in a reason so that the family knows what the kilometers are for, such as grocery store and coffee. This is now the summary page, which you can look at before clocking out. Here it shows that you have marked today's task complete. It also shows your general comment. Once you've reviewed this, click Clock Out. By clicking Next on the bottom right, you can move along and review what you've typed in for today's shift by clicking Next. The last page is a summary. Once you click Next here, you'll now be allowed to clock out of the shift. Click Confirm, and you have now been clocked out of your shift. This is how you can upload a comment to the client's profile on your shift. As we move away from the client journal and towards documentation, this will be more and more important. Now that you've seen how to do electronic charting and documentation, we want to leave you with a few reminders. As we roll out this new initiative, make sure to check the client's care plan to see if they are part of our electronic charting and documentation process. It's important to remember to keep your documentation professional. This means it must be clear, concise. We need to leave our personal opinions also out of this charting and documentation. The electronic charting and documentation must be done after every shift through your Clear Care Go app. This is similar to how you would have been charting and documenting using the client journals which were in the homes. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, or you just want to run by a few questions, contact the office and we'd be more than happy to support you. Us here at Home Instead are super excited about this new initiative, which we're going to be able to provide to our families and their clients. We're going to be able to provide real-time information to the family members. We're going to have an increased level of transparency, and ultimately this is going to effort our goals to provide the highest quality care to our seniors and their families. We really appreciate all of your help with this, and again, if you need anything at all, contact the office. Thanks so much.